Welcome to the Hill Viteri Property Market Roundup for the April to June quarter of 2021. This quarter has continued in the fashion of the previous quarter, with arguably the strongest housing market we have ever seen locally. Notable differences on the front lines were less buyers attending open homes and the number of registered bidders dropping on average. However, clearance rates remained at an extremely high level, with prices stronger in the majority of cases. We did notice that in some of the less desirable properties, in terms of location or detracting features, that buyers became a little more selective. These properties are selling below the comparative sales, but for properties that were attractive in the eyes of buyers, they continued to have high interest and sell north of the last comparative sale. The volume of property coming to market in this period remained high, with the rate of absorption keeping pace. Presently, there are a little over 500 properties for sale in the Sutherland Shire, which is towards the low end of available stock. Despite the pool of buyers thinning, the low stock on market is keeping conditions competitive. Now, the house and strata markets have some noticeable differences, but the good news is that strata has followed suit, and as predicted, the prices have picked up. An example of this was the auction of 7/398 Port Hacking Road in Caringbah. This property is selling at auction with 6 bidders vying for it, and ultimately selling at $1,175,000, which was $150,000 to $200,000 over the comparative sales. In the housing market, demand for entry-level housing has remained the strongest. A great example of this being 3 Lola Place in Miranda. This 3-bedroom red brick house having 7 bidders compete for it and sell at auction for $1,767,000. This was approximately $250,000 over the comparable sales in the suburb. So I would say at this time in the local property market that it's strong, but at the time of filming, we've entered a 14-day lockdown due to COVID. Now, the team here will likely exchange 7 properties this week at excellent prices. And whilst the underlying conditions haven't changed, the logistical issues of lockdown will likely slow the activity. Time will tell whether this dents consumer confidence. Now, in regards to the rental market, Lee Anderson, our head of property management, has made the following observations. The apartment market has continued to soften, and there's been a trend where tenants are buying properties, which has ultimately led to the supply and demand dynamics changing. So less tenants and more properties available, causing that market to soften. Houses, on the other hand, especially 4 and 5 bedroom family homes, are in strong demand and the returns are improving. In this part of the rental market, there is more demand than there is supply, so returns have improved. Now for the shameless plug. Yes, the market is strong, but some agents know how to handle the conditions better than others, which enable their clients to sell for more. Those who know real estate sales know that the best and most economical choice when selling real estate is the agent who can sell the property for the highest price. They'll ultimately put more money in your pocket. I'd like to personally thank you for taking the time to watch our quarterly market roundup. As always, if you have any questions or require any real estate assistance, please don't hesitate to contact the team. Thank you.